Why, hello there.
Hello. Doing more of that Hollow Knight thing.
Indeed.
And how are you, sir?
I am in a bit of pain.
Oh.
I think it's... I've been doing a lot of sitting down lately, and it's that whole thing. It's like, I should be standing up more. If I sit down too much over a period of time, my body's like, hey, yo, I'm just gonna start aching all of a sudden.
Oh. That sort of thing. That's fun.
Yeah.
Check out that distant village again. So did you finally watch the wrestling thingo?
Yep.
Was it entertaining?
And oh hell yeah, it had one of the greatest, one of the best returns. Like a few months back, a wrestler basically did this whole thing of like, I am sick of the way I'm being treated. You know, you're bringing in old WWE stars and paying them more than your actual like people that have made this company. So, you know, you're a mark, you're horrible, and he basically got, like, the mic got cut. Essentially, he was calling out the actual, like, you know, chairman of or the president of the company. And, like, immediately after, like, all his merchandise was pulled off the store. There was like no communication about it. Like it made it seem like, oh, this is real. This isn't like a bit. This is. And yeah, he returned in one of the best moments I've seen in wrestling. It's like so there was a ladder match where like every 2 or 3 minutes another wrestler comes in, and it's like whoever gets the thing that's hanging off the top of the ceiling, then wins their chance at the world title.
Oh, you're talking about a ladder match?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are pretty fun. I'm more of a steel cage match kind of guy, but that's just because, you know, it just sort of got that, you know, almost like doom, danger, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
But yeah, so it's like we knew that there was a Joker in the in this match. We just did not know who it was. It's like,
you talking about your Pathfinder game?
No. I'm talking about this match. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like it's about a minute or so before the last person is supposed to be coming out to the ring, and it's the Joker, as we know. And what happens instead? All these henchmen, just like wearing black, you know, outfits, just come running out, start beating up all the other wrestlers and holding them back. And then this guy that's sort of been doing stuff, he's like this lawyer, businessman. He's been giving his business card out to wrestlers and that, trying to get them into his faction. He just comes striding out, climbs the ladder, and takes the chip. the
Oh
poker
my
chip.
god, what an asshole.
Yeah, and it's like, but then the commentators are like, well, this doesn't mean anything. He's not an official, member of this match. He can't win. He's not even a wrestler. He's
How does he
a
lawyer
manager.
it?
Yeah.
How
So
does he
he's
do
just
it?
standing there, and then the Joker comes out. We don't know who it is still. They're in a mask and everything. They just stroll down, take the chip, look like they're about to reveal themselves, then like do the whole not revealing yet, and walk off.
What a
And then
dick.
at the end of the pay-per-view, we get the reveal of who it was, and yes, it was the guy that we all thought was actually fired from the company.
Yeah. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestling, but I appreciate the fact that this is basically the plots of a bunch of shonen anime.
Oh yeah. It's kind of disappointing there isn't like, yeah, there are some wrestling anime, but like,
But we want something that's like Baki the Grappler meets WWF.
eh.
You want that over the topness, the monologues, the heel turns, the plot twists that come out of nowhere, but with the epic scale of anime. Right? You want that.
I think Andrew's quite he's made a new friend.
Certainly, I mean, it's smiling. Clearly, it's a friend. Must be.
So how's life been?
Pretty good.
That's good.
It reminds me of the spirit from Spirited Away.
Oh yeah, no face.
No face.
No face, yeah.
Oh, I gotta rewatch that movie.
Which, when I was a kid, I thought it was no, as in like no face, not N-O-H. Or is it? Or am I wrong in that?
I thought it
No
was
face.
no face because like he has a mask covering. Yeah.
I thought it was N-O-H, as in the
As in like no
Japanese,
masks. Like
yeah.
I'll admit I can't really. Think
Yeah.
of
Oh,
some-
have a look at that.
Oh, looking on the wiki, it is no face or Kanoashi or faceless.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he is literally faceless.
Yeah.
So let's see what this dude's deal is.
Frisley do Ketri do Kela.
Oh, please, don't be shy. There are some nasties about here, all right. Not me. I'm a friend to all, and happy to serve a traveler so bold as you. Is it information you seek? That I can provide. Yes. Oh, yes. That village above here, home to a sad creature. Hers is a tale of tragic exchange. Cost her and her people greatly, though I suspect she bore no regret in making it. Yes, I know. You're intrigued. You want to know the tale. Well, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell it, but I'm very, very sorry. And I haven't eaten in some time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm starving.
Run! Run! I think it's time to run.
Uh,
Yeah. One of the rare times you see someone without a mask. Or at least what?
now you think about what you did, or I'll bap you on the nose again. Ah.
was that?
I thought Disney did a dub of Spirited Away.
They did, but I'm guessing they don't necessarily own it, at least enough to use it for their service.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I know they did Kiki's Delivery Service.
I could have sworn I saw it on Disney Plus a while ago.
In Australia?
Huh. Yeah, that's probably the case.
Which is a shame too, because my little sister has it, so I guess I could. Maybe watch it with her. It's one of the few movies we both can agree is on.
It's a fun one.
Speaking of Disney. So, okay, I'm not against live action Little Mermaid because the actors are black. I'm more against it because they just keep rehashing all this stuff. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I will, however, say, I want to know who they're going to get for Sebastian the Crab.
Yeah, I've personally just never had an interest in checking out those live-action remakes.
There's only 2 live-action movies I am interested in. Well, 3 I am interested in. And that is Treasure Planet, Atlantis the Lost Empire, and The Emperor's New Groove, but only if they get an actual llama.
What happened? As I said, I think what they should do is they should actually, instead of, if they're going to do something along the lines of Emperor's New Groove, instead of actually doing that, they should actually make and release, Kingdom of the Sun.
Do what they originally were gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
And, like, the way they could even present it is, like, it's like, it could start off with, like, Cusco is like, hey, you thought this was going to be a remake of my great movie? Well, here's a different story that I'm in.
Remake perfection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Get the actor to do some line thing. You know, maybe, you know, the movie, you know, it starts off with, like, the same opening as, like, The Emperor's New Groove or something, and then do the pause thing. He shows up on screen, and they get the live action actor in the costume, and then, you know, do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if there's any character that deserves to be able to Deadpool it, I think Cusco could do it.
Well, yes, he literally does that in his movie.
Exactly.
Remember, there's the whole, like, it starts off showing them about to go off the waterfall. He's like, I bet you're wondering how we got here, and then...
No, it wasn't that. It was he was alone. It was after that fight with
Oh,
Pacha.
right, yeah.
It started raining. Yeah, look, honestly, I am not against the whole changing the actor's ethnicity or whatever. Like, fine, that's fine. If the actors are good, the actors are good. It's just that they're so lazy with these remakes. It's kind of obvious they're only doing this to, you know, for publicity rather than actually trying to make a good movie. And I hate that. Because there's potential.
I do have an issue of them changing the ethnicity of characters if it doesn't make sense. Like,
Also, they're erasing redheads.
yeah, but it's like, the biggest and most egregious one to me, and sure, it was a bad movie, but, The Last Airbender.
That was so dumb on so many levels.
Hey, look at this! This entire nation is supposed to be based on Japan. Let's completely replace it!
With India.
Yeah. Where the culture no longer makes sense.
Yeah. God, that movie was... You know, I think I might have lost a few years of my life watching it. It was that bad it killed some of my soul.
As I understand, part of the issue with that movie is that was M. Night Shyamalan when he was at his most, like, arrogant.
Yeah.
God damn.
And of course, it did at least spawn some great memes like penis hair. And of course, the greatest earthbending ever.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Yeah, like 9 guys to lift one small boulder that I'm pretty sure a
I think
decently...
Nick was able to do that when he first started earthbending. And he's an airbender.
I'm pretty sure just like one strong man could have just picked up that boulder and thrown it further.
Yeah.
I probably could have. Or at least I'd be able to hit somebody hard. I don't know.
Because they absolutely mispronounce the characters' names all the time. Like, oh, look at this, it's Aang! Oh, you must be Ong!
Soka and Zuka.
It's like, I can understand wanting to, like, reinterpret aspects of a character, but that's one of those things where it's like, did you really need to alter the pronunciation?
Yeah. I get the feeling that maybe he is secretly working on the Disney live-action remakes. That might actually explain a few things.
Like, from what I understand with his recent stuff, he's actually done pretty decent. Like, at least with his horror.
Yeah.
He does seem to do a little better with that kind of shit.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I hear that there's been a lot of buzz around the new Pinocchio.
As in... kill me, bud.
Yeah, like, it sounds like people are unintentionally horrified by it.
From what I can tell...
Let me guess, like, Pinocchio himself is, like, a CGI Uncanny Valley monster?
Yeah,
You
something
know,
like that.
if I had a nickel for every Pinocchio movie that came out this year that was really terrible, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
So a Pinocchio game.
What?
There's a Pinocchio game coming out as well. It's a Dark Souls style game.
What?
Why?
Again, the Phineas and Ferb meme works so perfectly here. So the idea of this Dark Souls game is I believe you are playing as a construct that is supposed to represent Pinocchio, fighting off other, like, out-of-control constructs in a Dark Souls style thing.
Okay,
That
so
was-
it's not based on the Disney Pinocchio.
No.
Okay,
But-
see, that's what confused us.
But here's the funny thing. There's a game that came out last week called Steel Rising, where you play as a construct during, what is it, King Louis's reign? So it's like 1800s France, where King Louis, or whoever it was, that king at that time, decided to, like, hey, we're gonna invent constructs, and all the constructs go wild. So you're the only construct that is not wild.
Go kick your ass.
Yeah, and I was just like, why? Why is this idea happened twice in a row?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just raises so many questions.
Hey, it's the Master Maker.
By the way, those upcoming games, okay, what are you excited for?
Hold on, I want to talk to this dude.
Okay.
Is it mask or face upon the creature? In hollowness, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. A wonderful thing to have, a face. Not a thing with which we are all blessed. For this kingdom's faceless, I shall provide. A mask, a face. Does it need one? Does it not? To define, to focus, to exist.
Gonna dream now him?
Oh yeah, that's a thing I can do. Does it know of the face that hides beneath? Such remarkable contrast the worm conceived. Interesting.
But yeah, I'm guessing you were talking about the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make my piece. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about that. I think that was probably one of the worst Legend of Zelda trailers in a long time.
In my defense, I didn't even watch it.
Honestly, I would say it was just kind of mid.
That's the problem. It's like, oh, you've saved this for the main event, and you've shown like a minute of still images, which gives us some.
Honestly, doesn't really give a lot of context. Like, they're cool imagery, but it doesn't really tell anything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, okay, there's something to, like, okay, what is it with the double serpent imagery that obviously means something, but we don't know what. But, yeah, otherwise, it's like, okay, they've shown a lot of what they've already kind of shown with, like, the floating islands and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, it's cool, time manipulation looks cool.
But give us more.
Yeah, like, especially, well, here's the thing, like, I'm glad that we finally got the title, but they said they were purposely holding back the title because they said, oh, we don't want to say too soon because it would give away something about the game or the story or whatever, and it's like, I still don't understand. Yeah. Like, okay, Tears of the Kingdom, that's a cool title, but what does it mean?
That fate is kind of cruel given the timing.
Yeah, it's like when we finally saw that, I'm like, okay, Tears of the Kingdom. Given the recent death of Queen Elizabeth, I can see why they were hesitant to go full in on that.
Yeah, that's just one of those, you know, tug at your collar moments. They obviously did not predict that.
Yeah.
So I think I would have capitalized. That's not a bad title for, like, oh, it's not like it's. That actually is a very good title for.
It's a good title, and it leads to something. It's better than something like The Return or Revenge or whatever.
No, but it's like, okay. A good example is a few years back when there was that assassination attempt on the French president. That very day, NerdCubed had released a video where I think it was GTA 5, and he was doing this whole thing. It's like, oh, you know, trying to protect the president, and then the plane blows up. He's like, oh, it's not like it was the American president, it was the French president, or something like that. It was a joke that he made without, and then of course, the exact same time that he put that video out, the assassination attempt happened.
Oh.
That's when it's like, ooh.
Oh, that's awkward.
That is very unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
Oh, and now I'm just remembering something. JonTron, I remember he made a joke about Notre Dame, and literally the next day it sets on fire. There are so many moments of when a YouTuber has done something like that without realizing. What's actually funny is that it happened to me before. I was talking to Gru and we were shooting the shit, and I mentioned what's funny is that Gorbachev, who was head of the Soviet Union, later would do pizza commercials, and literally the next day, Gru sends a message like, "What kind of powers do you have? Gorbachev's dead."
Last year, there was an Australian comedian who was doing his stand-up, and one of his bits was, of course, making jokes about how, you know, frickin' what was the Queen's husband's name at the? I can't remember at this point.
Nah, everybody remembers the Queen, but not anyone around her.
Bapanada.
But yeah, basically, here we go. Yeah, frickin' Prince Philip, that's him. So yes, this comedian was like, he does a joke about how, oh, Prince Philip looks like he should be dead or whatever, and the exact, as he was making that joke, then the news goes around about Prince Philip's death. Now he's a comedian. What do you think he does? He double downs.
Oh god.
I mean, what choice do you have?
Yeah.
What opportunity do you get?
Yeah, exactly.
Normally I'd be like, that's a little offensive, but when do you ever get a chance to do something like that?
It's just like, wow, this blessing just fell into my lap.
So, what games are you excited for?
I am super surprised. Like, there are so many fantasy RPG life sims coming out.
Yeah, like
I know,
so many
right?
farming games. Like I'm glad that people are going to be spoiled for choice on that, but it's like,
What?
there's a lot of them in
Why
here.
did everybody... Yeah, why did everybody at once was like, hey, yeah, let's do this? Like, Square Enix is even doing it.
They're doing two.
Yeah.
And
Well, speaking of
technically
Square,
they're doing three, because they've also just launched their Sanctuary Islands
Oh.
in Final Fantasy XIV.
Right? Yeah, I still need to check in on that.
Wait, what are those?
Life's
Island
basically-
sanctuaries.
Yeah. They're like little
Basically,
farming.
go ahead.
They're basically like little plots of land that you get that you can basically do farming and have like all your minions and that just sort of roaming about the place. They're life sim things
Oh my
in.
god, that actually might
Yeah.
bring me in. I hate to say, but that might bring me in.
I can only
play Final Fantasy 12 for everything but the story. It's like, yeah, the story's great and all, but dude, I gotta play some more Triple Triad.
I mean, that's what's
Please.
cool about Final Fantasy XIV is that there are like so many things you can do, even if you're not really that interested in the main.
Yeah, I have to respect it for that.
I've heard like people even say that there are people that play Final Fantasy XIV solely for its mahjong because it's apparently the best computer version of mahjong available.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
there are people that play it solely for frickin' Triple Triad. Or whatever it's not Triple Triad, I can't remember the name of the card
Yeah,
game.
it's Triple
now.
Triad.
Yeah, okay, I was
might be-
thinking Tetramaster, which is the other one.
Which is shit. Well, I'm excited for, well, the remake of Tactics Ogre.
Yeah.
I got so excited for the Radiant Silvergun remake, I got it immediately.
Yeah, of course you did.
And, of course, I'm excited to play go back into playing Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, it'll be neat. Like, like I kind of said in my little blurb, I was honestly surprised that they're giving us all 3 of the Mario Party N64 games, because with Superstar having a bunch of, like, remake material from that, I thought we wouldn't get those on the NSO.
We should definitely play some of the original Mario parties. That is just classic for a reason. Front Mission getting remakes is great, especially since we're getting a remake of 2, which we never got.
And 3.
We actually got 3, but it was on the PS1. And at that point, it might be Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What else was there?
They're bringing GoldenEye back.
Yeah.
Like, wow. They actually went and got the license back renewed.
Yeah. And I had an idea, then I lost it. God damn it.
I apologize.
Trying to think now. Oh, so I finally realized, like, seeing the stuff for Octopath Traveler 2, and like I was talking about this just like last week with Andrew, how I'm like, I don't think pixel art really works a lot nowadays. And the trailer for Octopath 2 kind of clarified my point of why. It is so off-putting having, you know, really great voice acting, really like in-depth like story, and then pixel art. It does not work.
There's some cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
You know?
I
don't fully agree with you, but I actually understand where you're coming from, yeah.
Like, yeah, I would say it can work, but like I can get why that wouldn't work for some people.
It would be kind of like if you took the original Resident Evil 1, redubbed it with like professional voice acting and stuff, but you didn't change the animation. There would be like a weird off-putness.
I mean, I think that would just be more matter of that's not a thing you're used to.
Yeah. Personally, I'm glad that they're doing the whole 2D, 3D, you know, animation thing, but I'm kind of concerned if they're overworking the teams, because they're releasing a lot of games in a short amount of time.
Square Enix has a massive team.
Yeah. I mean, they got multiple divisions and all that. Also, just this imagery right here is just giving me the I'm in danger vibes.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 3 remake to come out. That's my favorite.
You're not gonna talk to her?
I'm just gonna.
Mess around with her for a bit.
Yeah. Apparently, she doesn't have object permanence. You're saying?
I think I will just go relax. I'm excited for tomorrow's game. We're gonna be fighting a lot of wolves.
Alright.
Also, Tales of Symphonia remake.
I was expecting more from that. It's not a remake, it's a remaster. So therefore, it's just like it. I don't know. It didn't really look like it was really remastered, unless they're just changing like.
I mean, it looks like they kind of like just did kind of like a basic upscale kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is
Exactly.
nice, and like I'm glad that more people are gonna have the chance to be able to play that, but I'm not gonna really go for it again, I think.
Also, what's up with the Night Return to Dreamland?
Yeah, I
What do
mean,
you mean?
Oh wait, I was thinking Nightmare in Dreamland. I'm like, they're remaking that? I'm like, I thought Nightmare in Dreamland was.
They're making it's just
the
they're
Wii game.
re-porting. Yeah, the Wii U.
I think there's plenty of decent games, though. I keep hearing that people are saying that this was the worst. Both Nintendo and Sony put out the worst, sort of showing, and I'm like, really?
Like, it wasn't their best, but like it was a pretty decent showing of stuff, especially since like I know the Pikmin crowd are gonna lose their fucking minds over the fact that Pikmin 4 finally got officially
About damn
shown.
time.
Yeah.
I was so uninterested in that. I actually skipped that part. I'm like, oh, Pikmin Bloom, okay, and Pikmin 4. I skip.
Fair. Anyway, good night.
No.
Good night.
However, on that, I am actually excited for the new Fire Emblem.
Ah yes, Fire Emblem Red and Blue version.
Yes.
I'm not so much into that myself, but I'm just gonna say I'm happy for you, Fire Emblem folks, that you continue to get more Fire Emblem.
Ever since the DS games, they've really been pushing Fire Emblem.
Yeah. And, like, it's especially one of those things where I know it's kind of a nice thing because I know that, apparently it was kind of a bit in peril before they released Awakening. Like, they were apparently considering kind of axing the series. Or at least putting it on ice for a while. So,
Yep.
knowing that, like, it's got a thing, that's cool. Okay.
Now, talk.
Yes. Hi. Am I interrupting something? You seem to be having fun. I don't want to interrupt your fun.
Pantera? Kattereo!
Oh, what a surprise! It's not often I receive visitors. It's been so long. Ages, even. I just hope my manners haven't left me. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess I'm renowned among the upper caste of Hollow Nest. Well, I was. Once. Until those cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside, their bodies shambling around all mindless and empty. And I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. I'm just so happy. Fate can be a wonderful thing. I mean, I do hear some say that the best revenge you can have is outliving your enemies, so... okay.
Yeah.
Referu? Lediro? Geku?
Oh, could it be? You've returned at last. No. Oh, pardon me, for just a moment I mistook a certain quality about you. You seemed almost... regal. It's silly, I know. It's clear you're not of high birth, wandering about all dirty and tattered like that.
Oh, Sharafanu?
Isn't life just wonderful?
Oh,
What if I, just...
oh.
I'm surprised you didn't dream now, huh?
Oh, right. Yes. I keep forgetting I can do that. No doubt this one will meet its demise at the nails of the city's guards. I'll outlive you too, little grub, as I did all the others. Okay, you have fun with that. Ah, so you come out here. Oh, you fricker.
What? Did you not hear it
I
walking
did.
towards you?
I did, but I thought I had enough time to... Yeah, whatever. Ah, that's a nice person. Okay. Check.
Yeah. Fuck. It's really great when jokes and memes prove to be real for certain things. So, got the cat stuff delivered yesterday. I bought some cat food, some treats, and flea control. And they're all delivered in a box. I took all the stuff out of the box, put them in there, where I was going to put them. Turned back around, the cat's in the box. And did not even know she was anywhere nearby. Just turned my back for a second, and she's cleaned the box.
I mean, that's what happens when you set out a summoning circle.
Yeah. So yes, I believe all open boxes are portals to the cat dimension.
I'd say that's a reasonable hypothesis.
Keep swiping at it until it wakes up.
It's just like, I know you're playing dead, you little bastard!
Yeah, these are the freakiest bloody creatures. Those bats are so annoying.
Yeah. Die, just die, please, just die. Alright, that's where I...
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna...
been better is if they didn't always like get back up.
Oh yeah. Just to make you second guess sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's can I just
Yeah, Luke Mom.
I'm just gonna
Birthing out of every orifice. This is one of those things, right? It's a good thing this is a cartoony game, because imagine this in a more like darker, realistic art style.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're gonna give this a hard M rating.
Yeah. Like that would just straight up be like something that you expect to fight in Bloodborne.
Yeah. No, just no, please stop.
Yeah. Luckily, it's an easy fight.
Yeah, it's just the most annoying thing is dealing with all the things coming out of the nest.
Yep. So that is. It is one of the most controversial charms in terms of speedrunning. First, it was considered just absolute shit. Then it got overpowered. Then it got made shit again. But then people found out that when it was made shit, they actually broke it, so it is also overpowered as well.
Oh wow.
Basically, what it does is it changes your soul shot. Instead of it being a single projectile, you shoot out a shotgun blast of flukes,
Okay.
and they sort of just like they do multiple hits, and I think they persist on the ground for a bit.
Ew.
And yeah. So you can see it's like people like, oh yeah, this can just destroy bosses if you have the right build. So then they nerf the damage output on it. But what they didn't nerf, what they accidentally broke, is that the persistent damage they do can happen during certain like phase, like form shifts and stuff like that.
Ah.
It's like people like stacking up the damage while the boss was supposed to be like invulnerable or something like that.
Yeah, I can see how that would be broken.
I think that's how it worked. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I believe if you have flukeness equipped when you have summon spells, it changes all your summons to flukes.
No, no. That I do not like the sound of that.
Gonna put my lunch in the oven.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Yeah, so what is your choice for the Splatfest?
I think I'm gonna go for fun. Mostly just because it's like, yes, gear and food is good. Like, I mean, you honestly kind of need all of the things, but it's like, I'm guessing that's one of those things where it's like, okay, if you had to choose a priority for something to bring, what would it be? And it's like, well, to me, the idea of bringing fun seems like it could be good because it seems like you could always find food or you could find some way to rig up something to be gear that you need. Whereas certain bits of fun you just would not be able to replicate. Also, I like a big guy. So.
I mean, see, I would, if someone gave me that question, I would definitely fucking mess with it. It'd be like, oh yeah, fun. My fun is, I would bring something fun that I can also double as equipment.
Fair enough. Also, yay. Got the acid. Dude.
Finally.
This musketeer. Oh, Grim, there's no time.
Oh yeah, have you been to the place that people say is a Metroid reference?
I mean, I haven't noticed any place that particularly seems to do that.
Yeah, apparently like one of the, I think there's a charm that you get, and it's basically on a statue that kind of resembles a Chozo statue a bit. Like I was trying to think, is that it? But I'm like, no, that's not really a Chozo statue.
I mean, maybe if it's like the positioning of it, like... So, alright, this opens up things.
Yep. Like you can even go explore the Lake of
Oh, yeah.
And then there's that one little part that took me like every time I walk past, I'm like, how do I get through this? It's like that little narrow gap that has just enough acid water to be in the way.
Yeah.
And that was in like what, Fog Canyon or whatever.
Fog Canyon definitely had some of that. Alright, and then there's that one gal who's a shortcut.
Oh, Pantera, kattereo.
In times past, I wouldn't have spoken with your likes, but now the rest of my cast are wonderfully, distantly deceased. If I didn't welcome you, I'd never have anyone to share my happiness with.
Oh, shout.
I mean, I guess that's a way of seeing things. You know, long life isn't really something unless you got someone to share it with. Even if, honestly, wow, she's kind of a really super bitter one based on her inner comments. Let's see where. Yeah, I'll go take a look at the Lake of Un. Or the Lake of I forgot how pleasant the atmosphere of this place is. Whee! Alright, there's a little thing here. Oh. So we got a cave with lots of gnarly root thingies. And acid, of course. Can't forget the acid. That's kind of a weird place to put in a backtrack thing, but okay. Hi. Shape of Un?
Yep. That was Un. So what that does is when you are healing, you turn into a little slug, and you can move about while healing. it is great for allowing you to heal during certain attack patterns, because you can basically dodge attacks.
Okay, yeah, I could see the benefit in that. Cost 2, which is quite a bit, but I mean, I guess that's pretty good for having some invincibility while healing.
Not so much invincibility, because again, you can still be hit. It's just,
Oh, but yeah, it lets you dodge and stuff.
yeah, you've got a smaller hitbox.
What if I fall in again? Okay. Well. Today I went to the lake and met the big giant slug. It was a good day.
And you're adorable too, Minnie.
Hanging with your Disney pals?
Yeah, I walked past Minnie and she's like, "Oh, aren't you adorable?"
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that explains the slug thing in this temple. Let's see. Right, and there's that one thing in the fungal wastes I was particularly curious about. Next to, Mr. Leg Eater dude. Man, when I beat this game, I'm definitely gonna get the soundtrack for it.
Yeah. The actual, guy that does the music, he also does some stuff. He's got a YouTube channel he does some stuff on. Like, I believe, I think it's him that actually does it. Because I remember coming across, like, oh, this is, like, a new theme for, Hornet for Silk Song, or at least what I'm playing, like, what I've toyed around with, or something like that.
Hmm. That's actually pretty cool. It's neat to see a creator who's able to be that open with their process.
Yeah, so Christopher Larkin.
Okay.
I think it's the same for the guy that did the soundtrack for Shovel Knight. I remember he had like a band camp.
Oh yeah, Jake Coffin.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that smells so good.
What smells good?
I put some cheese and bacon. I put a cheese and bacon sort of roll in the oven.
Cheese and bacon, anything does sound pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, all it is just a bun with cheese and bacon on top of it. But like, yeah. I love how science works.
How so?
Not really science. Just physics and stuff like that. Where it's like, I put the bun on aluminium foil. Took it straight out of the oven. I can easily just touch the foil, no worries. But the tray is still, of course, scalding hot. Because foil is so thin that it doesn't retain heat.
Heck yeah, science.
Yeah. And it's just like that other thing that you see people do where it's like, look at this molten metal, I'm just gonna plunge my hand into it. And they plunge their hand in molten metal, pull it out perfectly fine. All because they put cold water in their hand first.
Right, yeah. Fucking witchcraft. Misted caverns. Noxious spores. Teacher. Okay. Oh yeah, this place.
What are you doing? There you go.
Let's go to the acid. Ah, it goes here. Okay. Let's go back down here.
Are you melting into a puddle? fluff is liquefying.
It is its natural state of being.
I think that's why in my setting, I'm just gonna have like all slimes actually have cat-like traits. Make my slime beings a little bit different.
I can't say I see that happening that often. Also, god damn these fucking exploding things.
It's just amazing. Like, they are probably the most dangerous enemy in this game, and yet they're not exactly hostile.
Yeah. It's that and just like the things that are on the sides of the cavern that... Ugh.
Too hot.
Of course. Right, those explode.
Most things here do.
Yeah. Fuck. Please, I don't want to lose nothing. So, whatever. I want to at least get my money back.
You know, it'd be great if there was some kind of banking system with a nice, friendly bug to look after your money.
Yeah. It's a shame the only banker in this place is a liar. Oh, I accidentally got it. Okay, that's fine. I like that. just gotta engage in a little controlled demolition.
Yep. Okay, blow it all to shit.
Yeah. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. What is? A charm notch! Yes, I can use that.
Oh yeah, have you been, like, how many charm notches do you need? I mean, charms do you need to get another notch from?
I think it was like a whole bunch. I'm not... Because, like, it was the last thing, so I think I needed almost, like, all of them, though I'll have to... I might double check that.
Because you must be getting close.
Yeah. Oh, right, I was here. This looks new. Dude's in overgrown armor. Another one of those. Map friend!
Make him no escuche.
Ho ho! As odd as much of hollowness can be, there's a whole new level of strangeness about these caves. Did you see that dark gate below? It's quite unsettling to be near. I did my best to avoid it. Fortunate for me, I found another route in, though I did end up a little singed after wading through some acid. That's hardcore, man. Purchase a map? Yes. I've actually been through a whole bunch, except for Teacher's Archives.
Oh yeah, have you been through the dark gate yet?
I think not. I haven't been through dark things,
Because just, like, you should be aware you have the ability to do that now.
Wait, where is that?
It's what you got for beating Hornet.
Oh. And that lets me go across the dark things?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go this way anyway so I can go down to the teacher's archives. Then I will check that. Neat. Hey there, buddy. Doesn't this kingdom just abound with surprises? A building atop an acid lake. Despite the sight, I can't help but feel familiarity. Something stirs in my mind, though I can't yet tell what. I thought it my lust for discovery that led me here, but now there seems something else. This building beckons me. I can feel it calling. Dare I head in? Yeah, I'll just check over here. Okay, so that leads out over there. Here a grub friend. I'll get back to you on your mysterious backstory, buddy. First, I gotta help out this little duder. Okay, we can do your thing now. Okay, so we've got little ghost jellyfish hanging around. Okay, got the bench. Should probably rearrange my badges. Because I got a feeling tough times are ahead. Alright. Ooh, moo. Okay. Oh, you are going to be annoying? Oh, hey! I gotta get you quick. No, no, dang it. Diggity! Dang it! Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yep.
I think I can work
So
it out.
yeah, avoid. You have to avoid attacks until Quirrell opens them up.
I can work with this. Alright. Round 2 with the Great Uwu. Or Umu. Whatever.
Yeah, that's when Uwu gets angry.
Yes. Ah. Huh. I was expecting another phase. That works for me. Okay, so we got lots of electricity things, electricity things trapped inside things. So I guess power source at one point?
I believe there are like monitors that you can read.
Oh. Oh, and yeah, I can inspect that. Tank full with charged allumifies. That got me points with the dude, or at least. Of absence, their abundance, shell outer, O inner place. In absence, their void, liquid, substance, O weave. Absence, inner, O shell, outer, third mater, pier, ch, void, vessel, absence, all, outer, contain. Huh. King Light M growth in kind flow all think and field. Old Light M essence M dream M ungrowth O and think Abba King Light Ch Old Light them kin O Ch think flow Abba dream uncontain for ungrowth and life. Curious.
It's gibberish enough so that way it doesn't make sense straight away, but it's understandable enough that it's like, there is something here.
Yeah, because, like, okay, there's clearly some very important keywords going on in here, but at the same time, yeah, just enough is, like, being obfuscated that what the fuck is going on here. Okay, yes, light goes back up here. Something glows within the tank.
Se chiama, Citurino.
Did she call you too, then? I realize it's no coincidence we arrived together. Though much of my memory is blank, this place I recall. Within these chambers, the teacher sought to store the kingdom's knowledge, and at its core, she stored herself.
Kalakma.
To save Hollownest, the teacher willingly became a seal. But upon herself, she enacted an additional protection. Though I cannot recall its happening, I played a part in that feat. She called me here now to reverse that protection, all in aid of you. You okay there, buddy? Do not hesitate. The choice to reform was hers, not mine. She knows what you would do, and seems to welcome it. I figure something to take. Let's get Lauren. You have very long legs. Or are they legs? Oh. For diversity, a seal. A world forever unchanging. The seals must break. Forever. Well, if you insist.
Yeah. has your understanding of the story changed with all the new information you've been getting lately?
I mean, there's certainly new context for some things.
Doors Dakagandu.
The madam's life is extinguished, and with it, her seal breaks. It's a heavy thing you attempt, but I've seen your prowess up close, and she too believed you capable. Be on your journey then, and allow me rest a time. With the deed complete, I begin to feel my age.
Doors Dakagandu.
Like, so far the thing I'm getting is that, okay, there was an attempt to make sure that the kingdom would last forever, which involved putting these seals in to keep some things in place. I'm getting the feeling it has something to do with that orange infestation or whatever it is.
Yes, do you know that the temple was erected to seal something, and you know that that was the Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
So it's like, why was the Hollow Knight sealed?
Well, I know from what I remember of the statues that he was foundational to the kingdom.
Oh, what's your role in all of this?
Well, my purpose is if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm here to undo the seal on this kingdom, which would mean destroying the seals, which would open up the Hollow Knight. And the question is, why would they want to unseal? Why would someone want to unseal the Hollow Knight when it was clearly already seen as something that needed to be sealed?
Hmm?
And it's like, why would the dreamers seek to undo the thing that they apparently wanted to do, or at least something they felt needed to be done, something so much that it meant potentially sacrificing the livelihoods of their respective realms? The closest thing I can think of is that The infection feels like it's linked to whatever's being sealed. It felt like maybe they wanted to seal it for as long as they could. And realized that they needed the vessel to come in and destroy the seal, and I would guess potentially eventually the Hollow Knight. There's also the matter of this whole thing with the king and the cast-off shell and all that, where she was like, okay, there was the hints of, okay, the cast-off shell was where the king came from. The king was this large bug that eventually had to cast off itself in order to become the king that was needed. I'm getting the feeling that how there's this vessel, there's this talk of light and all that. Right now, my thought is that the vessel was something that was made to potentially maybe contain the influence, the light of the Hollow Knight. It's either that or there's... I'm also been getting this feeling of... with how... There's a thing of the king came from the cast-off shell. It was clearly something greater. It has me thinking that maybe there was a plan, or at least an anticipation that this might happen. And that the influence, whatever positivity was needed out of the Hollow Knight, might have been something that was needed in some fashion because of, they knew the kingdom would fall into ruin, and that some action would be needed to eventually regenerate it. And maybe it's something connected to the Hollow Knight, and defeating it will somehow bring about a new age, as it were, a new kingdom. Kind of
all fair observations.
Yeah. Yeah, a thing that, I say that, maybe it's in part because of some other things, but, like, I'm reminded of, there was, are you familiar with the science fiction series Foundation? So basically, the plot to Foundation is... The idea is that there is a great galactic empire, and what happens is there's this dude who manages to find a way to look into how history and stuff works, and how the general flow of how things work. And he predicts that the empire is going to fall in so many hundreds or thousands of years. and he says that there's going to be a need to prepare for the end of that. And naturally he gets kind of laughed at or scoffed for predicting this, or even at worst thought of as being someone who might potentially be a traitor. And he winds up saying, okay, well, look, I'm not going to ask that we prepare for much. I'm just asking that in case something like this happens, I'd be allowed to work on an encyclopedia of everything that would happen, of everything, that might be needed, just in case this does happen. But if not, hey, we have a book full of all the things society could possibly need. And then basically the few people that are put together to work on this encyclopedia are told, yeah, no, your mission is going to be to just stay out of the way and get ready to rebuild a new civilization after the current empire crumbles. And the series kind of winds up being about all of this anticipation, doing what's needed to make sure that knowledge is held on to, or to convince people to do certain things. Like, if I recall correctly, there was a thing about there being a kind of like a machine cult type thing, or nuclear cult sort of thing, where it's like, okay, handing down traditions and rituals to people so that's like, okay, they know how to maintain certain machines during an era when technical know-how kind of declines. And it's kind of something I find kind of fascinating, is that idea. Oh, the Queen's Gardens.
Yep.
Oh, you were spiky boy. But yeah, like, I just kind of get the feeling of, like, this eventually destruction of the seals might have been a planned thing.
Very, very, interesting to see how your thought process works.
Yeah. I know I kind of meandered there for
Yeah.
a bit, but yeah, it's... And part of it's, like, I'm still not entirely sure how it gets in, but it feels like, okay, we have this light that seems to be the king, but then there's the dream that apparently is another sort of light, at least. That's the impression I was getting from those monitors? Yeah.
Yes, there's the old light and
Friden Laya.
phone.
Alright. Ah, tiny warrior. Then you too have come to test yourself against that traitorous tribe. A deadly bunch they are that roost within these glades. I'd once have stayed clear of them, but your actions have shown me the truth of it. We must face down our fears, or be defeated by them. If we both make it through, we can swap stories of our adventures. I'd look forward to that. Okay. You are definitely not a friend. map, friend. Have you heard of Hollow Nests, Queen? Apparently these gardens were once a retreat. Now some vicious types are crawling all over the place and the plants have grown wild. As inhospitable as it is, I've enjoyed my travels here. Care to see my efforts? I sure do. Isn't this just the most intriguing place? So many discoverings waiting to be made. We're about to set off ourselves, though we can't seem to agree on which way to head. It's led to something of an argument between us. We should really stop quabbling about such petty things. Left or right? Which way is best? It should be a simple thing, yet we're always at odds. It's kinda looking gnarly there. That's... Go to the upper right. Right, you're blocked off. That spot's blocked off. Why unlock here, though? Might just have to go ahead and take care of this on the next stream because I'm going overtime. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to work out where to go next. through those dark gates now. Well, in any case, good night to everyone, or good day, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for watching.